Family members of Angelina Macri Prokich gathered at the dedication of a new park in Lincoln this week. The longtime teacher once owned about half of the 9-acre facility, which now finds its place in the center of a Losani Homes development. After 10 years on the docket, the project is finally seeing the light of day.
Good things come to those who wait. Well, we did wait.
When you don't have development, you don't have development charges to pay for something like this. You can see how elaborate this park is, really, and it's not even done. And there's no way that you could do it without the development charges.
Much was made of this being a P3, a public-private partnership. Yes. How important was that for this getting to this stage?
It was extremely important. And again, the developer was part of that partnership. And so it was a matter of negotiating how development charges were going to be fed into the development of the park.
The Macri Prokich family donating their part of this land to the park, that's a huge boost.
It is, it's massive. And we didn't talk very much about it today, but you can see as you get down to the northern part of the park, you can see St. Helens Church and you can see St. Mark's School. And so, you know, those fences open up into the park. So it's certainly my hope that the school will use this for outdoor classes.
As you can see from this rainbow-themed park bench, inclusivity, accessibility, and even literacy were the themes of many of the park's amenities.
Very important, and it sets a standard throughout. We just received money recently from one of the ministries to redo the pads on the where the basketball courts are in a number of parks. And the idea was to go through the parks and do an assessment on where accessibility was a problem. And I can tell you, Mike, that when we delegated to the minister on this, his face lit up in terms of the quality of the report that came to him and the fact that we were actually adding this into older parks.
Sandra, you knew Angelina. You mentioned that she exhibited a quiet power. What do you mean by that?
You know, I think part of it is cultural because of my Italian heritage. I think I would recognize someone who is just standing a little bit to the side, keeping an eye on what was going on, and be like my father coming up behind me and just giving me a pointer or two. She was like that.
It is a pleasure.
Angela, you mentioned that Angelina was your mentor and your guardian angel. Can you expand on that?
She was always looking out for me. She was always seemed to be there when I needed something, always there with advice. I don't know, I just feel now she was always there for me.
When you stand here and you listen to the mayor of this town talk about her quiet power and how she introduced so many people to Italian, to the opera, to humanities, what does that make you feel about Angelina?
It makes me feel very proud of her. Okay, now I'm gonna cry. She meant a lot to me, and like I said, I was her namesake, my godmother. So, you know, throughout my entire life, actually more when I was older as an adult and as a mother, I had a much different relationship with her after, and we got very close. So, yeah, sure, I'm very proud of her, and everything that she said about her was spot on.
A lot of people talked, from the town about inclusion, about literacy, about accessibility of this park. These are things that Angelina believed in?
Absolutely, especially literacy and inclusion for all, absolutely.
Following today's ribbon-cutting ceremony, the first official event to take place at Angelina Macri Prokich Park is scheduled for September 11th. It's called Discover Your Park Day. Reporting in Lincoln for The Source, I'm Mike Balsom.